Good morning, class. I know we've been talking a lot about percentages and ratios, and yesterday's lesson had a lot to do with percents and what exactly is a percent. So I want to review that today, but first I need my two monitors, Stephen and Kelly. Can you come up here and grab the whiteboards and the markers and the erasers, and please hand them out to your classmates. And when everybody is done, I want you all to look up at me. All right. So yesterday I taught you this little trick about how we can do something to the percent sign to remind us the definition of a percent. Now, I want to see if you all remember that. So what I want you to do, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to write on your whiteboard what you can do to the percent sign to show me what exactly a percent is. All right? Ready? Go. All right, markers down. And if you are finished, please lift your board up so I can see it, or your iPad. All right, okay, I'm actually very proud of everybody because I am seeing that you all remembered what I taught you yesterday, this fun little trick. Okay, so let's see, Martin, can I have you share? Can I have you share what you wrote on your whiteboard? You could say it out loud. You can tell your para whatever you like. Okay, so to summarize, what Martin did was he took the 100, right, and now he takes the percent sign. He turns the slash into a 1, and then takes the two circles and makes it into 100. Now, can somebody else tell me, how does that have anything to do with the definition of a percent? Mark, exactly. Thank you. A percent is a part of 100. So we look at the percent sign, we can say 30%. What's another way I could say 30%? Jake? Exactly, 30 out of 100. Thank you for showing me with your iPad. So that is excellent. Now that I know that you all have this engraved into your brains, we can start moving on more deeply into ratios. As I was searching for ways to teach all of you ratios and review percents, I came across this video called "If the World Were a Village of 100 People." How do you think this video might relate to percents with what we just talked about before? How do you think this video relates to percents? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to think, pair, share with your partner, and then I'm going to ask you what you came up with. Ready, set, go. All right, class, I need your attention up here in 3, 2, 1, silence. Thank you. So I want to hear what all of you came up with. All right, so Andrea is saying that since we learned that a percentage is a part of 100, maybe this video is going to give us a lot of percents to work with. Okay. Yes, Angelique? Exactly. Okay, so we know that there's a connection between ratios and percents. So we're going to be able to explore that in this video. Maybe you're right. All right, so to summarize, we are looking at a video, if the world were 100 people, and we're going to see a lot of percents because we know that percents are a part of 100. Exactly. So now it's time for me to play the video, and all I want you to do is watch and listen. Watch and listen. We're not going to worry about writing down any information right now. That will come later. I'm going to play the video twice, so you will get your chance to write down your information. You can have a seat, and I'm going to play the video. Alright, so I paused it right here because I want to check for understanding. Now you still have all your whiteboards on your desk, so I want you to answer this question. What is the percent of men in the world, according to this video, in our world of 100 people? So when you're done, just hold it up. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody's board should be up. Excellent. I don't see one wrong answer. Great. Now I know you're paying attention. Alright, so now I know that you all are understanding the video. I'm going to continue it. Alright. Wow, that video was pretty riveting, right? So I'm going to have my two monitors, Stephen and Kelly, get up again, and I have the activity worksheets right here. You're going to hand them out to all of your classmates, and I'll give you the further instructions for the second watching of the video. I'm going to be pausing after each bit of information, but what you're going to do as you watch it is you're going to look at your worksheet and record the numbers that you see in the video. For example, let's look at the first page together. So it says blank male and blank female. Now I filled this out for you as an example, right? I have it here right on the smartboard. I have exactly what you have in your worksheets. It's what's up here in the smartboard. So I'm going to model it for you. So it says blank male and blank female. I filled it out for you. It says 50 male and 50 female. So how did I get that information? From the video. So that's exactly what you are going to do. So I want you to turn to the next page. And we're going to play the rest of the video. Alright, now that we were given the information on the different religions in the world, in our world of 100 people, I want you to write down what you see on this video. Alright, I'm going to play it again. Alright, you're going to keep filling out the information. Each piece of information you see on this video is very important, so just keep that in mind. Alright, now that we're done with the video and you will have all recorded your information, we're going to continue with this activity. But before we continue, I just want to know if any of you miss any of the information, you can just raise your hand, and I have a worksheet that has all the information from the video, just in case you weren't able to follow along. Alright? So I will have the monitors hand that out to those people when we start our activity. Now I'm going to split you into groups of 3. Alright? So we're going to get in groups of 3. You 3 back here, you 3 right there, you 3 are good together, and you 3. So of course you're able to talk to your partners as much as you want, as long as it's about the work. And if you have any questions, you know to ask me or the paras that you see around you. Alright, I'm going to be walking around to check for understanding and see if we are doing well with this. Another thing that I have for you is colored pencils and crayons right here. So when you want to color in on your worksheet, you'll see in the directions that's going to be necessary just to color in your information. I also have snap cubes right there in the back at the Math Center. So you could definitely use those. Just make sure we're taking turns and that we're not taking too much, one per group, okay? All right. So the groups, I've been walking around and I've been seeing that you're all doing extremely well with this activity. I like that you're supporting each other in what you're doing, and I also like that I'm seeing you use the manipulatives and the pencils and the crayons, because I can see that it's truly helping you. So what I want you to do is I want all eyes up on me. You can stay in your groups, but I want all eyes on me. And I want a representative from each group to come up and present how their group walked through. They're going to walk through the problem for us to see how the group solved the problem. Okay? So I'd like to have Jake from this group come up here, and I want you to present how your group solved the problem. Excellent. All right. Jackie, you can come up here and you can tell us how you solved your problem with your group. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this group said that they use a different color for each different category. And then they said the blues were the Christians and the non-blues were the rest of the world. And that's how they were able to make their ratio. That's excellent. Thank you. All right. Alex, you can come up here, and you could be the representative for your group. All right, who else had a different strategy? Came up with the same answer. This is the right answer. Who came up with this answer but had a different strategy on how to get there? Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that. All right, so you use the knowledge of percents to help you find out your ratio. I like that a lot. All right, so are you seeing a pattern? You're seeing patterns here and how these percents connect to the ratios. All right, now thank you very much for all my participants and all the groups. Even if you didn't come up here, I know I walked around and I saw you all were all doing excellent work. And you were really, nobody was just sitting there staring at the space. Everybody was really involved and participating in their group. So I want to thank you for that. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to think about this question. Do you find this information to be shocking or surprising or confusing at all? All right, exactly. I found that shocking too. I found it shocking that many people in our world of 100 did not have shelter. Exactly. Yep, that's right. Isn't it amazing how only 7 people in our world of 100 have college degrees? Exactly. Thank you, Martin. I was going to say the same thing. The most shocking one for me was that one person controls 50% of the money. That's amazing to me. One person controls half the money in the world. And these are real statistics. Obviously we're not a village of 100 people, but these are all very real. And so do you see any problems in this? Yeah, exactly. The world might not be as fair as we thought. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we can look at the last page of our packets. Who wants to read the directions for us? Yes, synthesize the information you gathered from the video into one paragraph by choosing a statistic that shocked or surprised or confused you the most, and explain why. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the homework? All right, excellent. So I want you to take this lesson home with you. All right, so it's very important for you to make this connection between writing and math and critical thinking. Okay? So I don't want you to just, do this in 2 minutes or whatever and just throw it away just because, length doesn't matter. I want you to really think about this question and answer it honestly. Okay? And explain why. Make sure you explain. Thank you.